Hey YouTube, I know it's been a little while since I posted a video. I got real busy back in the fall and had to drop some stuff. I think I'm a little bit more prepared for the spring to be able to bring y'all some content of our events and stuff. And thought that today would be a good day. Been doing a little bit of spring cleaning. Figured today would be a good day to show you our warehouse space. And yes, this is a storage unit complex. We started out in a small unit, probably 10 by 15 is what it was. It was actually in the same area here. We moved up to two 10 by 30s and then moved to this unit right here over my shoulder, and then we added this other unit here about 6-8 months ago. But figured that y'all would enjoy a little tour of our warehouse. I'm gonna flip the camera around and take y'all for. So these are two 14 by 40 storage units. Most of the time they're used to store campers and that sort of thing. So in here I've got about 34 8-foot banquet tables here. And I'm just going to go down one side and back up the other. I think that'd probably be the best way. So this box right here, I got a giant chandelier that we send out all the time. It becomes a junk collector here in the corner. A bunch of stuff just gets thrown on top of it by me and the guys. This is our extension cords and other stuff. We got an arbor right here. And I store a whole bunch of cleaning supplies and a little bit of fire memorabilia. I'm also a volunteer firefighter, so it's just something I like having around. It's kind of like my man cave a little bit because I enjoy spending my time up here. So we do have some plastic bifold folding tables. I know that a lot of companies don't like carrying those, but we have some warehouse pickups. If people want to pick them up, it makes it a lot easier on folks. I'm gonna actually change it up a little bit. I'm gonna take that this box over here and rebuild this. I built this back in the fall because I was just tired of tripping over these tables. I bought them back then. So down here on this bottom shelf, I've got 4 out of 6 poles or bases filled with concrete that we use for poles to hang string lights on. Got some of our cocktail tables up here, and we're thinking about going to these bags. Thank you, Adam, for showing me Argo bag. It's really appreciated. Up here is just some other stuff we don't use on a real often basis. A lot of this wood stuff you see up there is for some of our custom draping supplies. These boxes right here, all string lighting. Up until recently, we've been using the old incandescent bulbs and fighting those and that sort of thing. But one of our venues required us to go to non-breakable, so that's what we did. Got an 8-foot bar here. A couple more of those bases there. Up here we've got Edison bulb lights. We're not going to go change from incandescent on those. We like the incandescent look. A lot of brides want to pay the extra money for that, and that's fine with us. Up here have a bunch of Christmas lights. I bought a whole pallet. Probably didn't need to. It was one of those things where I caught a really good deal. Have some outdoor floodlights that have 16 different colors up here in this box right here. Right here is a bunch of our DMX lighting. We do a lot of up lighting. For those of y'all that don't know, we started out as a lighting and draping production style company and moved into tables, chairs, tents, and that sort of thing. Up here we have some of our scaffold that we use to reach some of our higher jobs that we don't want to bring in a scissor lift. We only need to go up there once or twice. We reach up to about 18 foot or so on that scaffold. These are some bases we use for a 4-post arbor. Could it be set up as a 2-post? Back up here we have some benches. I got my sound system, some of it up there. So up here in this box, that big thick cable is a spider box we use off of generators. Being a lighting company, you've got to be able to get power places. These big plates right here, we'll learn more about them next door, but they are to hold lighting for string lights. All this down here is dance floors. I know this is kind of going out of style, but $400, I couldn't pass that up. All the edging to go with it. I've got a black dance floor here. This one over here is going to be white when I get finished with it. Got some sidewalls I just tossed up there. I haven't got a chance to put them where they go. They're the first sidewalls we ever bought. Over here, we have our white resin folding chairs, all stacked up over here. There's 200 of them over here. We got to get them clean. More extension cords. We got extension cords everywhere. Some chandeliers hanging up here. Some more sitting up there. We got some lanterns. These are some empty crates that we have. More chandeliers hanging from the ceiling. More chairs. Up here, some old ancient lighting equipment that a friend of mine, he pretty much just gave them to me. He didn't have a use for them. I have an idea, you know, how to use DMX stuff. I got all kinds of stuff from him. We're actually going to paint those black and use them for outdoor uplights where we need some DMX equipment outside, but I'm not worried about those getting wet and getting ruined. All you gotta do is dry them out, put some LED bulbs in them, good to go the next time. So right in here is plywood we use for a subfloor for our dance floor. It came with the dance floor. When I bought $400, it came with it. I got a really good deal at an auction. That's how I ended up with a lot of this equipment. We wouldn't have moved into tables and chairs if we hadn't gotten a good deal. But now I'm not looking back at it, and it's great. These are some old farmhouse tables we bought. We only ended up with two. Bid on a lot of them and only ended up with two. Same auction. These are all our round tables, 48-inch rounds, 60-inch rounds. Need to build a shelf up here. Get some more space in here. So the bad thing about a storage unit complex is you got people moving around, driving back and forth. Up here are a lot of our tent poles. We've got some pipe that we use for some of our draping, some of our lighting. These black pipes here, they go in these right here. They go in the bases, the black bases that are over there, and we stake them down. They're extendable. They go up to 14 foot or down to 8 foot. These are 10-foot poles, half-inch galvanized poles. We send those in those bases. And this is some of my Top Tech poles here. We recently just bought another frame tent. We got some pole tents. Got ladders right here. So y'all, my wife and I, we love to go camping. This is a little teardrop that we have. It's an awesome little thing. We could do a story on that if y'all give me enough comments about it. We'll probably do something. I also enjoy fishing when I get a chance. So some of my fishing poles there, I don't use that often. Ladders, 8, 10, and 12 foot A-frame ladders. I got a 24-foot extension ladder. We don't use that often. It hangs out at my house. Got barrels that hang out at my house and a few other poles and stuff like that that are kind of longer. These are some tent tops here. That old tent top that's not in a bag. It goes out like once, maybe twice a year. Now that we actually know something about tents, thank you, Adam, for teaching us. That's a 20 by 30 top. Over here on this side, we've got a new tents that came in, or a new tent that came in. Some tables we're doing some work on, and this unit's kind of empty. We're kind of just getting moved into it. A lot of my camping stuff, but I got coolers that we rent out up here, and these little these are troughs for animals. We use those for a church. They rent them from us fairly regular. And then this thing right here, it's something to do with air conditioning for the little teardrop, redneck southern version. All this up in here, almost every bit of this is draping that we use for different events. I come in here probably twice a year, and if we don't feel like we have a use for it, it looks like some scrap stuff that's not labeled right and whatever else, I pretty much just sell it all off. There are some things we keep, like this stuff up here. You know, you see that 08 or BHF. It's a venue that we go to fairly regular. We've been there a few times. I have a code that I understand and no one else does. So that up there is a new chandelier we bought. Hasn't even been out yet. We used it at a expo not too long ago. And this red thing here, I might want to ask what that is, but that's all just brand new rolls of fabric that we keep in there. Try to keep the dust off of it, try to keep it clean. And this area back here, I kind of use it as a shop area, repair area. Eventually I'm going to take and come up here, and instead of having 4x4s in this general area like we had in the unit next door, I'm going to just put 4x4s against the wall and run a 2x6 from there to there, and from there to there, and then I'm going to put a 4-foot wide shelf all the way down this side as well. And then we won't have the poles in the way like we had over there. And these are tables that I'm repairing. Y'all want to know some more information about that? It is a lot of work. I just bondoed this one up pretty good. I took and scraped anything that was loose. I probably just need to go ahead and replace tables, but I can repair this one for $20, and I paid $20 for it. And a little elbow grease, and make my money back on N4 rentals. But hope y'all enjoyed. Hope y'all decide to like and share, follow my channel. We're here in South Alabama. Thanks for watching.